Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. So this game of our Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week, 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Herbert on first down now. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
Touchdown, Detroit!
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Herbert. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Herbert. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They go play action here on 1st down. And complete to Drake London. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now back to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
On the jump.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This is caught. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Chase Young
In there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Herbert. There's Chris Olave.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
To throw again on second down.
Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this ballgame, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Herbert, the pass caught by Olave. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. This one taken in by Olave. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Olave over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarming for a loss shy of the goal line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, check that. Three.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
From the third team now, they work on first and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by York is up and good, and that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
York able to send this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Herbert now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Tap the street! Tap the street!
On second down, Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Swift. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 21 yards.
From the shotgun, a gift to Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Complete to Olave on the out route. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Ready, set.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And he'll decide to keep this once more. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On third down, here's an option play left.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
York able to send this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and go further.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error... I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Difficult prospect.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Herbert on first down now. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the sack on first down, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And we've seen it all now. It's a fake. Well, folks, I guess just when you think you've seen it all, you see a fake punt in that situation. A little unorthodox. But the incompletion, and now it's second down.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for Detroit,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.